As often as we act like people can read our minds, I have bad news for you. They can't. That means we have to express out loud what's in our heads. So, if you have aspirations, personal or career goals that you want to achieve, you need to tell people so they can help you. No one accomplishes anything of significance all by themselves. Some researchers say, don't tell anyone your aspirations. And some say, tell only the right people. I say, tell everyone, tell the universe. Why? Because I'm not smart enough to know who the right people are. You never know who can help you, so give everyone a chance. I had just gotten my first executive level role at IBM, and I knew that I wanted an overseas assignment in Japan at some point in my career ascent, because that appeared to be a strategic step toward the C-suite. Now, Japan wasn't a huge market for IBM. I didn't know any Japanese executives, but that didn't stop me from telling people that one day I wanted an opportunity to work in Japan. Who did I tell? Every IBM person at my level or above, whenever I had the opportunity. Now, one clarifying point. How you tell the universe is very important. You can't be arrogant or act entitled. No one wants to help people like that. Instead, share it as a future aspiration. For instance, I'd say, one day, I'd like the opportunity to work in Japan. With my executive management experience and strong marketing and sales background, I'm sure there are several roles that I could compete for one day. Notice what I did. I shared my future goal, yes, but I also gave the listener an understanding of my skills and my experience. People need to know what you bring to the table, as well as what you want to do, in order for them to think of you when opportunities arise. Fast forward almost 2 years, I did indeed get a job in Japan. It was facilitated by Tim McChristian, who remembered that I had said I was interested in working in Japan one day. If the concept of sharing your goals and aspirations scares you, you aren't alone. Turns out a lot of people are afraid. A 2015 study revealed that one of the top fears for Americans is fear of failure. The only thing outranking fear of failure was fear of horror movies, and that was only ahead by 1%. So why do you need to push through the fear and take the risk? Well, risk and opportunity are two sides of the same coin. If you don't take risks, you won't get opportunities. More importantly, though, people can't help you if they don't know what you are trying to do. In my experience, when I tell the universe what I want, the universe ultimately helps. More than a decade ago, my late husband, Scotty, was diagnosed with terminal cancer. We fought it for years, agreeing that we would live life first and fight cancer second. Then we went through a very bad period. He lost 40 pounds and dropped to a mere 160 pounds on his 6'2" frame. He could no longer walk, and his immune system was so compromised, his oncologist said he could only eat foods prepared at home. In addition to that, his chemo treatments, blood transfusions, doctor's appointments all required him to be at the medical center 3 to 4 times a week. He wouldn't let me quit working, stating in no uncertain terms that if I quit working, then our whole life would be about cancer, and if that was the case, then what was he fighting for? Whoa, so I can't quit, but I also can't manage being a CEO, taking care of him, getting him to all these appointments and cooking all those meals from scratch. So what did I do? I told the universe. I told the universe that I needed help. I reached out to our extended family, to friends, professional colleagues, neighbors, you name it. And what happened? People helped. Family members and friends took turns staying with us to support Scotty and get him to his myriad of appointments. Friends and colleagues volunteered to run errands or signed up on a Google Doc to bring meals, home-cooked meals, mind you. For almost 5 months, the universe sustained us. And Scotty got better. he lived another 4 years. Does sharing your wants and needs make you vulnerable? It does. But vulnerability is an unavoidable side effect of ambition executed right. Yes, it can feel terrifying to reveal your dreams and your goals, especially if you suffer from imposter syndrome like I do. Imposter syndrome. That little voice in your head, that little voice that is telling you you don't deserve that, you're not good enough or smart enough. That voice that highlights all of the negative consequences that could possibly happen by sharing your goals and aspirations. Trust me, dealing with that little voice, with imposter syndrome, it's hard, but you can do it. Here's how I do it. First, realize that studies show that most people suffer from imposter syndrome. Women more so than men, and women of color the most. That means imposter syndrome, it's in the air. It's not personal because it affects everyone. So it isn't real, that voice. It's like TV. It looks real. It sounds real. It can even feel real, but it's not real. Therefore, embrace that knowledge and try to shut that voice out, just like you turn off that television. If that doesn't work, fake it. Fake it. Act like you're confident. Take a deep breath, shoulders back, and move forward acting like you know what you're doing. Because eventually you will. You always figure it out. Don't let fear or imposter syndrome stop you from telling universe what you need and what you want. Remember, no one achieves anything of significance all by themselves. Once you stop being afraid to express yourself, you will be able to take control over your life and get the help you need to achieve your goals and aspirations.